All right, we want to turn to an event happening tomorrow in Davenport. The nonprofit Kinna's House of Love is hosting a free grief and loss counseling event and lunch. Certified mental health officials will be at Vera French to help with this. And here to chat about this is Kinna Hodges, founder of Kinna's House of Love. Kinna, so nice to have you on the show again.
Likewise, thank you for having me.
All right, tell me a little bit about this event that you're offering tomorrow.
So it's basically a place to come and vent, if you will, in simplest terms. We grieve, and that's a broad range when you talk about grief. Loss in itself explains itself, but we grieve every day over what we think are little things, and over time that builds up, and it's unhealthy. So we're offering this session every fourth Saturday of the month, again, free to the community, so that they can have a place to come chat. And it's confidential. We get to feed you. Um, and I just think it's a great idea. And I'm really grateful to Beer French for hooking up with them and just all of everybody that's involved.
I mean, right now your life's work is really focused on the community. Can you tell us what you're seeing in the community that has kind of driven you to create and sustain this event?
Oh my gosh, I don't have long enough to talk about that. Uh, but I am happy. Yeah, it's the women mainly. Um, the violence, and when I say women, I mean the single women that are homeless and still going through domestic violence, still being sex trafficked right downtown, and raped and beaten, and it's just no place for them, and I that drives me. I know what that feels like, so I want to continue to do my best. We do have a house, so if anybody wants to help out with that, we hoping to have that in writing next week. And as usual, I'll continue to do all my events, diversity events, because I definitely believe in inclusiveness. So we want everybody to count. And so wherever I see a need, that's where I'm at.
And this is not the first time that you've held this event. What was the response to the last one that you had at the end of 2023?
Oh, it was great. We had the therapy dogs there, and I'm so grateful to them for coming. But it was a great turnout. We shared some tears, we shared some laughs, we shared some hugs, and we cut off into private sessions, and people got to talk about what was going on with them, and people need that, because you don't want to just be in a wide group. So we have it to where we can do breakout sessions, and people can go and talk privately. So it was a great turnout in December, though.
And your work, we know, is so important to you, and I imagine it feeds your soul a little bit. Can you tell us how you feel about after these events and why it's so important to you personally?
Because if we don't heal, we can't move forward. Um, so it can lead to depression. It can lead to suicide. It can lead to many other things, post-traumatic stress disorder, untreated. There's so many things, like even losing a best friend, but you don't really think of that. Somebody could say some hurtful words, and you really don't think of it. You just like, and you just suppress it, and these things later come out in, let's say, a deviant behavior. I don't know,
Mm.
is that the right term to use for it? But yeah, that this is very important to heal, because if we don't, it could not turn out so good.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of the behavior in the streets right now, especially with our young kids, even our adults that's out there on the streets. It gets worse. Mental illness gets worse if it's left untreated, but talking is the first step. Acknowledging it is the first step. So, but you can't treat what you don't know. You can't heal from what you don't know about, or with, being aware. So,
All right, Kina Hodges, we always appreciate you taking the time to talk with us and appreciate your service to our community.
thank you.
All
And
right,
I appreciate you guys.
of course. All right, if you'd like to learn more about how to register for tomorrow's event, you can head over to our website and click the As Seen on TV tab.